What is up, YouTube? It's your girl, bri.lekay, and today I'm trying to drop some gems for y'all, coming from probably the most average female on YouTube. And I'm proud to say that because I know that I'm gonna change the situation. Excuse my bra, I don't know why it's showing, and excuse my hair, I'm locking my hair up. But anyway, I don't owe none of y'all no explanation, but you know, I just wanted to make that clear. So today's video is gonna be about people pleasing, y'all. So before we get deep into it, go ahead and leave a like, because I know I got some more gems for y'all, and if y'all found them interesting, you might as well leave a like. I appreciate it. But anyway, so today we're talking about people pleasing, and I think I'm number one at people pleasing, or I used to be. So I really want to talk about how to heal from that, because now that I think about it, I don't know, I can't even see why I was people pleasing. It's like when you heal from it, you can't really go back. And so we're just gonna get into it. I do have some notes here. So people pleasing usually comes from fear of doing wrong, or usually if you know, your upbringing, if you were treated differently for being wrong and right, like you get consequences for being wrong and you get praise for being right. It usually comes from having a household that had those standards. And so a lot of us try to stay right. A lot of us want to keep conflict down in the household. And that's usually where people pleasing comes from. You want to keep the peace, all of that good jazz. So until really recently, I want to say the beginning of this year, maybe a little of last year, I was nothing but a people pleaser. I didn't think I would fix myself, to be honest, because a lot of it tied into the fear of conflict. A lot of y'all, if you're a people pleaser, you also have a fear of conflict. And it seems like it's easier on you to just go with what other people want to do instead of being true to yourself, and that's a no-go. So I used to let people bully me, and I had this one girl, she took my pillow, rubbed it in the ground, and just treated me so bad because I let her use me as a stress reliever. And so, number one on that topic, number one is realize that you do take up space, okay? That was the turning point for me, is realizing that I took up space. And I didn't think, well, how I came about that, I Googled how to not take up space. I felt so bad for getting in the way, and I was like, why do I feel? No, I said, why do I feel bad for taking up space? And the answer was, you do take up space. You are a human being. Right now, I'm taking up space on this couch. Just like everybody else take up space, you take up space, and that is okay. I had to realize that. That was the first thing I realized towards my healing journey, is I actually take up space, and that's okay. That is okay. So I always did what others wanted instead of what I wanted, and it never turned out good. Anytime I did stuff for other people and I knew I was hurting myself, it never turned out good for either party. Either they'll still be sad, something bad will happen, you know. Nothing ever turned out right for doing stuff for other people instead of thinking about myself. So, doing what other people want suck, okay? And doing what other people want, the reason why it feels bad, and you ready to go home, and you ready to just, somebody out here. But anyway, the reason you feel so, the reason you feel so bad is because doing what's not true to you, or and being another type of person, you are basically being another person when you do what other people want. You're not somebody that wants to do that, so you're somebody else. That sucks all of your energy, y'all. It sucks all of your energy out of your body. So why do it? That's why you be so ready to go home. That's why you avoid people's interactions, because you sucking your own energy out by doing it. So, number 2, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries, to me, back in the day, was one of the most scariest things I could possibly do. And I don't know why I was so afraid. Hush, guys. Hush. It's okay. Hush. I don't know why I was so afraid to set my boundaries. But setting boundaries, it makes people respect you. If you have no boundaries, people would not respect you. People would think, okay, they're just going to go along with what I say. They're just going to go along with what's happening. Nobody wants to respect the person that is yes to everything, or can't tell them when stuff don't make them happy. You can do it. Setting boundaries, okay. Let's see. People who don't set their boundaries are easy to manipulate. Very easy to manipulate. I was always manipulated. Don't you want to do this? If you don't do it, blah, 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 you would regret it, blah, 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 blah. And I was so easily manipulated. Oh, God. We're going to go into a different story. But it's so sad. It's so sad to be manipulated as a people pleaser, because we want to make the other party happy, but people take advantage of that. And honestly, setting boundaries usually don't turn out as bad as you think. I promise it don't. I set my boundaries, and a lot of times I still end up laughing with the person. They end up laughing. We end up having a good time after I set my boundaries. Things don't change as much as you think it will if you set your boundary. That fear of conflict, the fear of making the other person not like you, it's null and void, because you are a human being. You take up space. You want things that other people might not want. It's okay. But also with setting boundaries, it takes practice. It do. So you can start off with your family. I started with my family, my mom and stuff like that. I started practicing setting my boundaries. They, wanted me to do this. And for once I was like, no, you can do it. It hurted so bad, y'all. The first time I ever set my boundary, I told one of my family members, no, you do it. Okay? They wanted me to call somebody. I'm like, you call them. You got a phone? So, and after that, everything is okay. There is no memory of me doing that, probably. And if it is a memory, it's not a bad memory. Because they was like, oh, you right. It's not as scary as you think. Grow some, and let your voice come out. When it came out, my voice was a little creaky. My voice is weak anyway. So, saying that, no, you can call him. That's what I said. My heart was like that. But everything was smooth. And that was the first time, really, that I set a boundary. And from then on, I kept practicing. And then I went to the store, and somebody got a little sideways with me. And I got sideways back, because it's not as scary as you think, y'all. Okay. And the reason you set your boundaries is because people really don't know. You might think that people know what you want in the moment, but sometimes they really don't. And so opening your mouth is like, oh, okay, I got you. Or if it's a back and forth, you're going to be okay. I promise you are going to be okay. You will be more respected. And people will know not to play with you. You don't want people to play with you. You want people to respect you. Okay? So the third thing is the main character is you, okay? The main character is you. Remember that. So first things first, you must love yourself. A lot of the times, people who are people pleasers, it's because they've been beaten, they've been bullied, they've been mistreated. And so that can really make you not love yourself or make you feel like you're not worthy of things. But that's not true. First things first, you must love yourself. And also, with that, you need to take responsibility of the stuff that happened to you. I know that's hard, but that goes with loving yourself, okay? If you put the blame on the bullies for bullying you, or you put the blame on your parents, you put the blame on everybody else, how did you react, okay? It's not your fault, but it's your responsibility of how you reacted, okay? And so if you put the responsibility on how you reacted, you will see that, okay, I should have stood up for myself. I should have said this. I should have got up and slapped the freak out of him. It's been moments where I said that in my head, and I realized that recently. I should have put my foot down so many times, but it was on me. It was on me. And so now that I have the responsibility, can't nobody else do that to me. I've learned. Can't nobody else come at me sideways without me saying something. And that takes a lot for me to say. I used to let people say whatever about me or do anything to me. I had no backbone whatsoever, and I just wanted to keep the peace. That's not going to, I don't care anymore. If I have to break the peace for my respect or to love myself, that's what I'm going to do. And so I know it's hard to see that you do deserve things, but you really do. You really do, okay? You are a human being. It was a slim chance that you were going to be here, but you're here. And so love yourself. Be your number one fan, please. Don't let people talk to you sideways or talk to you any type of way, okay? So you must heal your inner child, y'all. The moments where you've been bullied, a lot of times people don't go back to that time because they're trying to really not think about it. But you really do need to go back. Think about all the times you've been bullied, hurt, mistreated. Hug yourself mentally. Hug yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but you can do it. Hug yourself. Be there for yourself. Take responsibility for how you acted, how you reacted. Did you run and cry? Were you, and learn from it. Be like, or just say, I'm not going to be that way anymore. I'm not going to let them mistreat me anymore. Anybody else that says something sideways to me, I am going to say something, okay? So even if you attempted to maybe stand up for yourself, but it didn't work out. That happened to me, and that scared me. I tried to stand up for myself, and everybody laughed. Even then, it was my responsibility. I should have said, what is y'all laughing at? I am dead serious. Boom, more respect. Just like that. Instead, I should have let them laugh at me, ran out the room and cried. It's okay. We learn from our mistakes. Okay? Just take responsibility and you will learn a little faster. All right, so love everything about yourself, even your flaws. That way, when people try to talk about you, because if you don't people please, sometimes people can get a little agitated, a little bit, sideways. If they try to say something about you, it ain't even gonna hurt. Like, yeah, whatever. Because you already love yourself. You love your flaws. Whatever they point out, you already know about. Oh, you don't like that, Scotty? Wow. But anyway, so that's really all I have to say. Cut this people pleasing out. It's gonna feel, the energy is gonna feel a little weird, a little bit, But trust me, it's not gonna be as bad as you think. If you have people that want you to do everything they say, they don't need to be around you. They don't need to be, you know, you don't need that person in your circle, okay? So anybody that gets sideways with you because you don't want to do what they say all the time or whatever, let them go. So I hope this helped some people. If you have any more people pleasing issues, drop the comment down below. Let me know. Then I'll try to help. I'll try to comment. You know, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody for watching this video. Stay tuned.